Chair Pilates. I miss you. I hope you're doing great. I wanted to put up some videos so that we could do some exercise together. If you get a chance to look at this. And it'll probably be a little shorter than our regular class because I think my phone will give out. Things that you might want to have with you. You can use weights if you want. If you don't have weights at home, water bottles or canned goods or things like that work just fine. If you have a TheraBand, that's really great. If you don't have one, that's fine too. And or if you have like a strap or a belt or something like that, you can do pretty much the same things. So going to get started the way we usually do, tuning into your breath. So going to get a breath in and then let that out. And taking a breath in, I'm going to hiss the air out. Trying to keep that going. And another breath in. And sigh it out. The world these days. And one more breath, doing whatever it is that you want. So getting a breath in. And exhale. Excuse me. I'm fine. Just caught in my throat, dry throat. Anyway, rub your hands together, get a little energy, give yourself a massage wherever you need it. So, chest, shoulders, neck, legs, arms, tap, pat, anything that makes you feel good. And then coming in small and stretch out large. And come in small, stretch out large. As always with this, you can do just one side or the other side or both. You can keep things on the floor. You can stretch out however appeals to you, but want to be first small and big so everything draws in towards your center and then goes far away from your center, and one more time in and take that out. Then going to feel your head and your tail and going to take a little curl and arch and curl and arch and curl and arch and curl and arch. Twice more, curl and arch and curl and arch. Then planting your lower half down very firmly and going to move the upper half however you choose. So moving your head, your shoulders, your arms, you can wave in different directions. You can do one side or the other side, hands, fingers, nose, ears, all of that, shoulders, just moving freely for a moment, feeling your upper half of your body moving through space. Then going to let the upper half stay grounded and still and move your lower half. So you can wiggle your tail, you can take your feet for a little walk, you can get up and go for a walk if you choose to do that, if that's something you're working on. You can wiggle your toes. If you want to, you can use your arms to move your legs around, whatever you need in order to feel good movement through the lower half of your body. Sliding your feet around, all of those different things. Just taking that. Then going to find a half and a half, so sliding from side to side and letting one side reach down and then the other, and side, 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 and bring that back up, and then going across and across. So as always with this, trying to touch the upper half of one side to the lower half of the other side, however you choose to do that. So you can cross it over, can lift a leg, can touch elbow to knee, anything, again, that gets that contact going between the two sides of your body. And side, and side. And then bring that back, going to find a sense of balance. So you can bring your hands together if that makes you feel like you're balancing. If you want, you can put one foot on top of the other. If you're feeling good here, you can stretch your arms up, either keeping them together or letting them separate if that's better for your shoulders. And if you feel good here, let your eyes close. Just feel what it's like to balance in space for a moment. And of course, if you want to do this standing, you're welcome to do so. And if you're feeling really good here, give yourself a little bit of a shake. Just make yourself a little dizzy for a second. And then let that come back. And let yourself come down to neutral. I'm going to bring your hands close to your chin here. Pulling your chin back and bringing it forward. And pull it back and bring it forward. So as we're doing this, let me just flip side for a second, looking to pull your neck back in space a little bit. So we end up here kind of hunched a lot. And instead trying to pull that back and trying to be as upright as possible. So pulling back and pulling back, and then going to stay back there and lift your shoulders up and let them down and up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. One more time, up and down. Then going to take your shoulders forward and back and forward and back. And even with this, trying to keep your head lifted up very high and forward and back and forward and back. And by the way, if you want to be doing this with weights in your arms to give it a little bit more, you're welcome to do that. Going to circle your shoulders up and down and up and around and up and around and up and around and up and around, up and around. Then going to take one shoulder and the other, and one 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 and the other. One more time, one and the other. Good. Going to, I'm just putting the weights down for a moment and going to bring one hand on top of your leg and going to lift your heel of your hand and lower and up and lower and up and lower and up and lower, up and lower, up and lower, and switch that, up and lower. So other side, and lower and up and lower and up and lower and up and lower and up and lower. Now taking your leg up and down, or your arm. You can use your arm to lift your leg. You can just do arm, or can do arm and leg together. So going up and down and up and down and up and down. So any of these variations, just going along with whatever is best for you. And down and up and up and up. One more and up. Good. So other side. It's going up and lower, all the variations here. So can do just the arm, just the leg, arm helping the leg. Up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. Setting the weight down again for a moment and going to reach the crown of my head up and over, sliding that down. Then reach my chest out to come back up. So chin moves in, going down, chest out to come up, chin in to go down, chest out to come up, chin in to go down, chest out to come up one more time, chin in to go down, chest out to go up. Taking your hands against your legs, going to push your arms and legs against each other and let that relax. And push and let it relax. And as you're pushing here, relax, looking for hopefully your low abdomen to kick in a little bit. And push and relax, and push and relax, and push and relax, and push and relax. One more time, push and relax. Taking your feet a little wider apart, this time keeping your back straight, leaning forward and back up, and forward and up to vertical, and forward and vertical, forward and vertical, forward and vertical. One more time, forward and vertical. Bringing legs a little closer together, I'm going to put my hands on the back of the chair, slide my hips forward and slide them back, and slide forward and back, and forward and back, and forward and back, and forward and back. One more time, forward and back. Then I'm going to go forward, stay towards the front of the chair if that's an option for you. You're going to reach your arms out in front of you if you have a band, or if you have a stick, something like that. Going to hold that and tip yourself back and come back up, and tip it back and up and back and up. Again, you don't have to have the prop if you don't have it available to you, but if you do have something, you can use it. You can also use a strap here, you can use a TheraBand here, all sorts of options. You could hold a ball out in front of you and back, and take it up one more time, taking this back and back up. So putting together stuff we did before. So this time going to hold your leg, and if it's better for you to hold with a band, you can do that. Otherwise, holding around your leg, and going to take your leg with you as you tip back and come forward, and take it back and come up and back and up and back and up and back and up. One more like this, back and up. I'll give you a moment to switch to the second side. By the way, you can always pause the video, come back if you need a little bit more time in between things, so do what you need. And reaching this back and up and 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 back and up. Going to stretch a leg and an arm out and bring it back. If you want to do the leg on the floor, that's fine. If you want to do just the leg or just the arm, that's always fine. And out and reach. And if you want to use a weight with the arm, of course, go ahead and do that. And one more here. Reach and out. Switching sides, going out and back and 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 out and back. And going to take a circle of your arm and circle and circle and circle and circle, back the other way, circle, 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 and other arm, circle, 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 back the other way, circle, 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 circle. Again, going to stretch an arm and leg out. You can have your foot on the floor or not. This time circling through the wrist and the ankle. and circle, and circle, and circle, and circle, back the other way, circle, and circle, and circle, and circle, and circle, set that one down, other one, circle, and circle, and circle, and circle, and circle, back the other way, circle, and circle, and circle, and circle, and circle. Good, now if you would like to, you can go back to the arm circle. We're going to do a leg circle and circle. So again, if you'd rather do the arm, and circle, back the other way, circle, 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 and other side, circle, 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 back the other way, circle, again this could be just the leg, just the arm, circle, circle, letting that relax. Just pull your shoulders up to your ears again, and let a breath out with that. One more time, lifting that up, and let a breath out with that. And going to take your hands across to one leg, stretch the other leg away if you wish, and then switch, and 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 switch. Similar to before, going to take elbows toward knees, so we're getting into a small position again, but this time we're going to reach into a long position. If you want, you can bring your knees up and reach, or you can bring them to the floor and bring yourself forward and reach. Of course, legs can stay on the floor the entire time, if that's better. And reach, and in, and out, and in, and out. One more time, in and out. Setting that down. I'm going to take one arm up and the other one down, and switch, 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 and switch. Still sort of forward on your chair. I'm going to slide one foot forward on the floor and do the legs switching. Switch, and switch, and switch. Again, if this is not an option for you and you want to do it with the arms, that's also fine. And switch, and switch, and switch, and switch. And again, you can keep going with the arms. Otherwise, if you want to do the legs here, switch, and 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 switch. Good, so setting that down. Going to float your arms out, thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs up, thumbs down, thumbs up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down. Opening the palms up, touch the shoulders, touch the head, reach up, head, shoulders, open. Shoulders, head, up, head, shoulders, open, shoulders, head, up, head, shoulders, open, shoulders, head, up, down, shoulders. Two more, and up. And one more time here, up. Good. Then you can bring your hands on your hips if that's, well, we'll start here, and going to take a little curl and a little chest out. So this is sort of a mini curl and chest out, really focusing on just moving the chest right at the moment. And elbows move forward and back a little bit, shoulders move forward and back a little bit. Then going to bring your hands on your shoulders and going to pull that a little forward and a little back, and forward, and back, and forward, and back, and forward, and back, forward and back and forward and back. And then take your hands sort of behind your ears, like they're cupping your ears. And here, going to go a little forward and up and forward and up and forward and up, forward, up, forward, up, forward, up. Last variation on this particular one, if you can have your hands behind your head and still be pretty upright, that's great. If by putting your hands here, you're pulling yourself forward, instead leave your hands here or here or here. But if you are prepared to have your hands pulling this way, then going to let your elbows come forward and open. And again, I'm keeping my spine pretty still here, just moving the arms and trying to stay very upright. Again, you can do it here, you can do it here, you can do it here. All of those are perfectly valid options. Then coming back, again, choosing your own arm position and going to twist and twist and twist. You can be here and twist and twist. You can be here and twist. You can be here and twist and here and twist. Again, if that's working out well for you, choose whichever is your best arm position and going to potentially add lifting the leg that you're going towards, and twist and twist and twist and twist. The most important thing in particular with twisting movement is that you're staying very tall, lifting yourself up really high, and twist and twist and twist and twist and twist, so that you are protecting your spine as much as possible here. So now going to reach one leg out to the side. I'm just turning on the diagonal a little bit and going to go over towards that leg and then reach back away from it and going towards it and away and towards and away and towards and away and towards and away. One more time here, towards and away. And switch your sides. So again, you can tip slightly to the diagonal, but also you can stay facing forward. I'm just moving diagonal to give you hopefully a better view of what's going on. And reach, 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 and reach. Coming back here, going to again be towards the front of your chair if you feel safe there. Stretching your legs. Actually, let's do this first. So bring your legs kind of close together. Now going to bring your hands in between your legs and going to use your legs to squish your hands together, and then your arms push your knees apart. Legs push you in, arms push you out. Legs push you in, arms push out, legs in, arms out, legs in, arms out, legs in, arms out. Then switching that, so putting your hands on the outside, this time legs push you out, arms push in, and legs out, and arms in, and legs out, and arms in, and legs out, arms in, legs out, arms in, legs out, arms in. So now, stretching the legs away from each other a little bit, gonna lean slightly forward and pass something around. And go forward and pass it around. And forward, pass it around, forward, pass around, forward, pass around, forward, and around, and forward, and around, and forward, and around. Then going to slide towards your feet and bring it back up. Again, only as far as you can go, still feeling safe, and bring it back up, and down, and back up, and down, and back up, and down, and back up. One more time, taking this down and back up. And bring your legs back in again. This time as you lean back, going to take your arms back towards you, then taking your arms around behind you as you bring your body weight forward. So elbows bend to pull yourself back, and then kind of like a breaststroke swimming and going all the way around to the back. And bring it in, and breaststroke around, and in, and around, and in, and around, and in, and around. I'm just going to grab the weights for this next one to give a little extra work. Of course, you don't need to use the weights if you don't want to, and whatever size weights appeal to you. So coming here, lifting your arms up, and take it down. And up to a sort of goal post, back down, up, and lower, and up, and lower, and up, and lower, up, and up, and up, and up. I'm going to keep them up, go together and apart, and together and apart, together and apart, together and apart, together and apart, together and apart. If you have been using the weights, going to just lean back into the chair a little bit, look up slightly towards the ceiling, let your arms kind of hang down, with the weights, without weights. I'm going to turn and 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 turn. And going to set those down again. So now, if you have a band, going to take the band and bring your elbows next to your sides and going to pull and come back. And again, if you don't have a band, but if you have just something like a belt or a piece of cloth or a towel, something like that that you can get a good hold on, it doesn't actually matter if it moves. Just giving myself the sense of pull that if I weren't holding this, it would loosen like that. So you get a similar sort of pull if you don't happen to have a TheraBand available in your house. And pull, and pull, and pull. And likewise, taking that in front of you, going to give it a little pull, and 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 pull. Then hooking that around your back, give you a second to get that set up. So band around your back, under your arms. I'm going to stretch that forward and bring it back. And as that's going forward, you're still trying to keep yourself, again, very upright, as opposed to letting that knock you down. So staying lifted very up, and up, and up, and up. Going to keep that, take your arms out towards the sides, a little lift and move, and lift and move. And here I'm keeping the band touching my back. So I'm not going to let my arms swing and take the band away from me. So it's riding along with my back the whole time. And this won't be a very big movement. That's totally fine. And reach, and reach, and reach, and reach. Coming back, going to then take the band around your knees as we've done in class before. I'm going to pull that and bring it back. And pull and bring it back. So here again, as you're pulling, keeping your shoulders wide and lifted, keeping your chest wide and lifted, and pull, and pull, and pull, and pull, and pull. And I'm going going to set the band again aside. Take your arms behind you on the chair. Going to lean back a little bit. Use your arms to push you back up. And lean it back. Arms push you up. Lean back. Arms push. Lean back. Arms push. And back. Arms push. And back. Arms push. You can keep going with that version, or press your hips up and lower, and press hips and lower, and press 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 and lower. One more time, press and lower. Now taking your hands on the fronts of your legs, so still thinking of a push-up here. So I'm going to sink this down, use my arms to push, and sink it down, and arms push, and take it down. Arms push, and down. Arms push, and down. And arms, and down. And arms, and down. And arms, one more time, down, and arms. Good. Now I'm going to sit way back in the chair. Again, if you can still be upright and have your shoulders not pushing your head forward and pulling your shoulders up, in this position, go for it. Otherwise, can go here, and going to lean back against the back of the chair and use the back of the chair to help lift your chest up, and then come back to neutral. And let that lift you up and back to neutral. And it pushes you up and center and 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 up and center. So coming a little forward on the chair again, and again, probably for many of you, arms coming here, but if you have this option, you can go for it here, and going to go to the side and back and side and back and side and back and side and back and side and up and side and up and side and up and side and up. If you want to make that a little harder, you can lean back a little bit. I'm not on the back of the chair. I'm not leaned on something. I'm holding myself up, and lean to the side and up, and lean, 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 and lean. Then again, taking your hips forward, gonna lean back a little bit. So maybe you lift your legs up or keep them on the floor. You're going to take your knees from side to side. So if they're up, just going a little from side to side and switch. Or they can be on the floor and switch 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 and switch. And setting that down, and now going across and kick, and across and kick, and across and kick. So you might be kicking just with the arm, you might be kicking just with the leg, or doing both. And kick, and across, and kick, and across, and kick, and across, and kick, and across, and kick. And bringing that back, good. Just give everything a little shake for a second. And then going to just start to wind this down. So coming back into our breath. So breath moving wider on the inhale, and thinking taller on the exhale. Wide to breathe in, tall to breathe out. Wide to breathe in, tall to breathe out. Wide in, tall out. One more time, wide in and tall out. And again, getting a little massage going, seeing what you need now. That might be different from when we got started a little while ago. And once again, getting smaller and larger and smaller and larger and small and large and small and large and small and large and small and large, and curling and arching, curling, arching, curl and arch, and curl and arch, and curl and arch, and curl and arch. And going to wave your upper half, so moving through the air, going in many different directions, turning to one side, turning to the other side, using your focus, using your arms, reaching way up, reaching way down, reaching all different ways, and reach in maybe some circles here. Then moving the lower half, again letting that wiggle, go for a walk, kick your legs, take any sort of different direction, sliding on the floor and sliding and sliding, going wherever appeals to you. Waving the booty around, you can lift it up and wave it around if you want to do that. Then once again reaching side, this time adding a lift up one side as the other side is reaching down, and side 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 and side. Then going across and across and across and across and across and across, again however you choose to do this, and across and across and across and across and across. When you reach your arms back, maybe come up and reach it back. If you don't actually come up, that's totally fine, just giving it the idea. And up and back and up and back and up. I think my phone is about to give out here, so let's find our balance. Coming hands together. Again, you can stack a leg on top if you wish. Finding your sense of peace, finding your sense of quiet, and then going to reach that up. Let your eyes close if that feels good to you. If you want to open your arms, if that feels better for your shoulders, that's fine. Give your head a little shake, and then let that come on down. Just collect yourself, make sure everything feels good. Thank you so much. I hope to see you in person very soon. And in the meantime, take good care, be safe, be healthy,